Now what's going on? I don't know what's happening here, dude. Now what's going on?
There it is. It's buffering. There we go.
Okay, there it is.
I
don't know what's happening here, dude. Now what's going on?
It's all good.
The echo's extremely bad at the moment now. It's like 10 seconds behind.
Yep, I had to kill the audio. My bad. All right. And we're live.
Oh, sorry about the technical difficulties, gang. We are flying by the seat of our pants. We are live on location. I am anyway in Las Vegas on the hotel internet. And I swear to you, 30 seconds before I was going to hit the button to go live, my internet crapped out. And I'm like, oh no, what is up, wire nuts?
Hey, up there's hey, by the way, I'm DR or Dave R, whatever you want to call me. I'm DR Guitars. That guy, he over there, he's
I'm Brian S.
Brian S. We're the Live Wires.
We're the Live Wires. Welcome to the show, wire nuts. How's everybody doing tonight?
Hope you guys are doing
sorry for being just a little bit late, but like I said, I'm on vacation so kind of throwing this thing together a little bit different tonight with the laptop and the hotel Wi-Fi. When you're on somebody else's internet deal, you do what you do, right? So yeah. How's everybody doing out there tonight?
Hopefully everybody's doing good. Let's see.
What we got in the chat, brother?
I see you, Mr. Lawrence Petros.
Really? Hi, Lawrence.
Hey, Lawrence. So just in case you guys didn't know, Brian,
you missed it.
Brian and another gentleman and I and Mr. Dane Zimmerman from Zim's Guitars had a wonderful dinner Monday night with Mr. Lawrence Petros.
We did.
Appreciate you coming out, Lawrence. Had a lot of fun hanging out with you, like I always do. Then we went over to the Mesa Guitar Center. That was, you guys, yeah. It is what it is.
The Mesa Guitar. Oh yeah.
Mesa Guitar.
We went to the Guitar Center, and it was pretty funny. I'm not gonna knock on them.
So anyway, continuing on with the chat, we have Mr. JJ's House of Jam.
Hey there, brother.
Mr. Joe Hervey, Mr. Brad Miller, Mr. Mitch Heyman. I see Thoda. Hey, Thoda. Jimmy Biter, Lars Guitar, 6-string Brian, Mitch Heyman, Stafford's Music Studio. Dave, I had an awesome time with you hanging out the other night on your live stream. Phil Mosley Music. There's Butterfly and Ladybug.
Hey, Sandra and Leanne. There's our girls. Hey, Sandra and Leanne is I think our number one watched video. Yeah.
Yeah.
And everybody wanted to see what that was the big mystery. What's the pretty girls look like behind the scenes?
Music Gear Network. Let's see. I do see Ladybug there in the chat. Good evening, Miss Ladybug. Paul Liu, how you doing?
Hey, Paul.
Daniel Horsley. Trying to. I'm just scrolling back through the chat, seeing if I'm seeing.
Hey, Mitch.
Or if I missed.
Hey, Eric. Larry. Hey, Lars. Lars Guitars. What's going on, everybody? I just now got my chat back up. I swear to you. I was like, no. I saw Dave. I said, Dave, you're locked up. And then I realized it wasn't Dave that was locked up. It was me that was locked up.
I'm sitting here looking. And
I'm the one that's logged into the StreamYard, so nobody's going on without my computer because that's where the stream's originating, right? So if we crap out, it's just because my Wi-Fi bombed, and we'll do our best to get back on. So give us a minute. Wood to your brother, Soda. What up, brother? Rock on, man. Man, I've had the best day ever, Dave. I don't know how your day went. Tell us about your day, then I'll tell you about mine. I'm sorry it's a little dark in here. This is as bright as I can get it.
Well, I'll tell you what. What do we have any housekeeping items that we need to do before we
only if you want to tag the merch, because we're rocking the merch. He's got the T-chip shirts which are actually a little bit less expensive, and I think we both agree we like them better because the border is not the red, which kind of blends in too much, turns almost not really red anymore.
How the border stands out. I mean, that's no slight on the design. It's just how it works out on the T-shirt, on the color of the T-shirt. So
I'll keep that in mind, Soda. Thanks for the tip of the day. Can't say that on YouTube.
I'll
add that to the list of things that cannot be said on YouTube.
if you guys want to support and Mitch Heyman bought a hoodie and he said his shit. That's awesome, man. Thanks so much for the support.
Oh, he got it already? He got it already?
It's shipped.
Oh, it's shipped. Okay.
Yeah,
good.
I'm still waiting for a couple items.
Let us know if you get something, because we've got the two places going. We'll probably just end up sticking with one. So if everybody thinks the T-chip is a better option for them, because we have more options on stuff there and the prices are a little bit less expensive too.
I forgot to grab my mug. I do have a mug from T-chip. It's a color mug. It's pretty.
If you guys don't know, I was at Dave's house on Monday just to hang out, and I got to see the mug. And when you put your coffee in it, it changes color and the logo pops out.
Yeah, it's kind of good. I mean, it's kind of hokey, but it's cool, right? But anyway,
I was going to do that. I was like, "Where's the logo?" He's like, "Oh, what? Watch when I put my coffee in."
But yeah, any sales off T-shirts or coffee mugs or hats or beanies or toques for our Canadian friends, any sales off that, any proceeds we make are going right back into the show.
They go right into Dave's liquor cabinet. No, I'm just.
We want to slay. We want to slay the duck.
So, last week I said Geico. Geico's the freaking lizard.
Yeah,
it's Aflac. Maybe Aflac.
We want to kill Aflac.
Aflac is the sponsor, and we'll just keep the duck.
Oh, we could maybe. I doubt it.
I'll call them up, see what they say. Hey, listen.
But yeah, so yeah, any support you guys want to offer, it's going right back into it. It's not going in our pockets for anything. It's going back into the show. So, but other than that,
well, Dave, we have a return special guest tonight. This is our very first return guest. This is episode 11, and it's kind of a special first time I'm broadcasting live from Las Vegas.
Right.
Also, my first time to Las Vegas, and I went to the Grand Canyon today. We'll talk about that later, but we have a special return guest, and this is also another first for our show because I believe our guest is not going to join us on the internet. I believe our guest is going to join us in your guitar room there. Why don't you go ahead and introduce the guest?
Well, I think everybody knows who it is, or most everybody knows.
We were trying to keep it on the lowdown top secret, but we went to a guitar shop and they went live on YouTube and sort of that dog's out of the doghouse.
My buddy from Toronto, Canada.
Canada?
You're
in Arizona.
Is here in Arizona.
They got Canadians down there?
It's this guy right here. You all know him. We love him. And y'all love him too. It's that guy.
That guy right there. Ladies and gentlemen, Guitar Hack. Desert version Guitar Hack, and they're already halfway into a bottle of scotch. Round of applause for the scotch. Thank you. How are you boys tonight? What's up, Hack?
How's it going, buddy?
What's up, brother? I keep running into you at the strangest places.
I know, it's weird, man. Nashville, you're there. Arizona, you're here.
I know. What's up?
Are you stalking me?
Well, wait a minute. You're in my country. How can I possibly be stalking you?
But it's a big country.
All I gotta do is call up ICE and just get you.
Oh, that's harsh, man.
I'm just kidding. Nobody's calling ICE. We love everybody,
Good.
regardless. So what's up, dudes? Duders, what'd you guys do today? Tell us about your day, boys. By the way, Wire Nuts, tonight's show is slightly abbreviated and a little bit less segments than usual, but we're still going to talk about some fun stuff and have a little bit of fun. So tell us about your day, boys. What'd you guys do? And then I'll tell you about my day.
Well,
or I'll tell you about last night. How about that?
Well, we should tell him about yesterday. So what we did yesterday.
I don't remember what
did you do yesterday.
The hell we do yesterday?
So we got up and we dropped your ass off at the airport.
Oh, that's right. Yeah.
Yeah. Let's go tell them about what we did halfway to the airport.
No.
We probably shouldn't.
No, we shouldn't.
No, we
I'll tell them. We get about halfway to the airport in the morning.
Not even
everybody's, I mean, we're tired because we stayed up late. Oh man, you can see every star. We went scorpion hunting. We did all kinds of stuff. And then everybody was feeling good. I was feeling good. We were good. We got about halfway there, maybe quarter of the way to the airport. You need to find a bathroom, man.
Feeling good.
I got sick. I started not feeling good, man. So we had to find a pit stop on the way to the airport. But it all worked out okay. I made my flight. It was no big deal.
There you go.
They were like, "Don't die, dude. Don't die. We're out in the middle of the desert. There's no emergency rooms around here." So what's up, everybody? So tell me what you guys did on Tuesday.
Well, so
I know what you did on Monday because I was there. What'd you do on Tuesday?
Well, we dropped you off, and then we went for breakfast, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
Where'd you go to breakfast?
We went
take them, Dave?
We went down in downtown Tempe.
Nice.
Yeah.
That was beautiful.
Yeah, Tempe. That's the first time I've actually been down in Tempe.
Very nice.
But we went to First Watch. It's kind of a local chain. I like it.
Is it a breakfast 24/7 type place or just a regular restaurant?
It's like a breakfast lunch kind of place.
Right, and it's a Phoenix local kind of deal or Arizona local deal. And so what'd you think, Jack? Was it good?
Yeah, it was pretty good.
What'd you get? Did you get stuff you can't get at home or just regular?
We have food in Canada.
Well, I know you have food in Canada, but I wondered if there was like specialties, like something, like a Mexican omelet or something like that was what I was referring to.
Mexicans in Canada.
I know you can get. We have Hispanic people that watch this show. Heck, you don't want to offend anybody from any countries.
No, we
have to be careful about that.
Okay,
we had that happen once before.
No offense. No, we just had eggs and I had an eggs Benedict. That's what I had.
Yeah. You guys have eggs in Canada? Because you don't have bacon. You have that McDonald's stuff.
No, we have bacon. Regular
bacon.
Skinny bacon like you're used to. Anyways, I had eggs Benedict. That's what I had. That was good. It was nice because we were sitting outside. Like what Dave will tell you is every time we're out, I just want to be outdoors. Because when I get home, it's going to be
cold.
It's going to be cold. It's going to be overcast. It's going to be rainy. It's going to be shitty. So I'm just like stealing 4 days of summer being here. So
stealing 4 days.
I'm stealing.
You're stealing 4 days. You're stealing 4 days of hot.
And we also had $1 million bacon or millionaire's bacon.
Yeah.
Bacon.
Oh,
that's good.
That's why I asked you if you had anything special. You're like, we have food.
Yeah.
Like, you had millionaire bacon. Would you take out a loan?
That's what they call it. That's what they call
it. Did
it.
you mortgage your house to get this bacon? Is it gold plated?
So what it is they just take normal bacon.
It's gold leaf. Joe says gold leaf. It's gold leaf bacon.
They sprinkle like brown sugar on it and with some cayenne pepper.
That's
and
really
then they drizzle it with maple syrup.
Oh, that had to not suck.
Yeah, that definitely did not suck.
Is that why you took him there because of the bacon?
No, he'd never been, and it was close. We were freaking starving by the time we dropped you off.
And it was a beautiful. I really like that town. It was I gotta say, Arizona's gorgeous. It's a beautiful place, man.
Oh, isn't it amazing? Everywhere you're driving, it's nice that you got somebody else to drive because you can look.
Yeah.
Right.
You can be like, hey, dude, I don't have to worry about hitting the dude in front of me. I can look around. It's great.
So then we went to Tempe, the Guitar Center in Tempe.
That's right.
Okay, that's what you guys did yesterday. You did that?
Yeah. Which I think is the newest Guitar Center here, or one of the newest Guitar Centers here.
How many did you tell me you have in the Phoenix general area? 5?
Five.
Holy schmoly. I live in the capital city of Ohio, which is a fairly good-sized state, right? We have 1. And it's pretty well, it was better than the one you took me to. I will say that. I mean, if I'd have took you to my Guitar Center, which I will if you guys get to come next summer for a Gear Fest, we'll go to some guitar shops that I like. Mine's better than the one you took me to. There was guitars at the one I go to that you guys would have wanted to play.
We've been to
Tom
3
Anderson's and custom shop stuff.
We've been to 3 of them, and the one we went to today blew all the other ones away.
Which one? And you went to? So you went to the Tempe one. Was it similar to the one that we went to on Monday night? We'll circle back around to Monday night.
It's a little bigger than the Mesa store. It's a little bigger than the Mesa store. They've got more guitars there.
Fabulous Disaster says he was not aware that Canadians were allowed in Arizona, but actually Dave said that they have this thing known as the what'd you call it? You said it was the
bird migration.
Yeah.
You said it was the snowbird plague when they all come down in the winter and bring the flu and the colds with you, and everybody in freaking Arizona is sick.
The snowbird plague comes along with
like the snowbird plague.
Right? So we get like about, I think, roughly like 350,000 people up in population here in like November, and they'll be here through April, like towards the end of April, and then we'll shrink by that 350,000. I call it the Great Snowbird Migration, which brings with it.
Fabulous just insulted everybody in Canada, by the way, so you're off the hook now.
Oh, the other thing we did yesterday.
Joe likes bacon on pizza. I mean, what does bacon make worse? Just to
The other thing we did yesterday is Dave has what, 6, 7? 6 Lawrence pedals.
Oh, yeah.
I went through every one of them.
Look at that stack of Lawrence pedals back there. Holy crap.
Here's the stack of boxes right here.
Yeah. I played them all. And we recorded it, so I'll be putting out a video when I get back with hopefully the sound. The sound was just with my camera mic, but I don't know if you'll be able to pick up the nuances. But I played the 87, Brian.
Yeah, how you like it? I knew you like it. I can already tell by the way you said I played the 87, brother.
And guess what?
You said, dude, I played the 87, dude. Yeah, it would have been as a whole different vibe.
Guess what else he liked?
The Copapelli.
Yes.
You got it, buddy.
And there was a fuzz that I kind of liked.
The Phoenix.
The Phoenix fuzz.
The Phoenix.
The Phoenix fuzz.
Not the Saguaro. What's the fuzz? The one knob fuzz.
The Gila one is.
It's out there. I mean, it's
the Gila is crazy. Listen, the Gila turned all the way down is all the fuzz you will ever need.
Yeah, but it's got.
And the Vermin.
The Vermin, yeah. He liked the Vermin too.
The Vermin has its uses. Yeah, it's like single notes with if you want single notes.
Seriously wrong with you, Soda.
My Cheerios are pretty sure.
I put that shit on everything.
Yeah.
Soda gets up in the morning, he's got bacon bits floating in his fucking coffee.
No, that's why you put the bacon grease in your coffee. Bacon grease makes everything better too. Just ask anybody that was born and raised south of the Mason-Dixon line. We put that. That's what, Soda. You say you put that shit in everything. We put bacon grease. That we put that shit in everything.
There you go.
So you were telling me about you were comparing the Tempe with Tempe. You said Tempe and Mesa stores, or the one you went to on Tuesday. What was the which part of the Phoenix was that in? Which suburb?
Huh?
Tuesday store.
Tuesday store was in Tempe, right?
Yeah.
Tempe. So we did Mesa on Monday. You did Tempe. So how did they compare? Little better, same difference.
So the Tempe one was about the same. The one that would knocked it out of the park was today.
Which part of town was that? Downtown Phoenix one, the big one?
Phoenix.
Yeah, okay.
And
I figured that'd be the granddaddy.
Also took
they got the platinum room, right?
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Also took this guy into his first Sam Ash today.
Yeah, Sam Ash.
Okay.
Never been.
Yeah. I worked at Sam Ash, not very long, but it was fun. I liked it. They wouldn't give me part-time, which is what I needed, right, to be able to keep my regular thing going. But I did really enjoy it. It didn't pay very much, not near as much as everybody thinks, but it was very, very fun job. I did like it a lot. And all the people I worked with were really cool. They were mostly younger guys, but they were all in bands and they were cool dudes.
Right.
So it was a fun place to work. Seemed like a kind of like a family type atmosphere with the employees. So I like that. So
then yesterday after that, then we went to
what?
Fox.
Oh yeah, we went to Cigar Bar, Brian.
Oh, you did? You found one in Phoenix?
And
it's in Scottsdale.
I had
in Scottsdale. You're neck of the woods. Oh,
but yes. Now wait a minute. I ruined this guy.
He ruined me because I had my very first
Padron 1964.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Oh my God.
That's they hang that stuff up in some kind of humidified room for 30 years before they roll it, right?
That was awesome.
No, I mean, but it's called the 1960s. It's just a special.
I thought it was aged somehow.
They do age. They are. I don't remember.
Cured, not aged so much as cured is what word I'm looking for, maybe.
But yeah, so I ruined him.
I'll tell you what, I like that. I enjoyed the both the cigars that you gave me at your house.
Mm.
The first one was really good. That was the one that was just the Cigar Factory, Cigar Factory generic label. You could have wrapped an Arturo Fuente wrapper on that, and I wouldn't have known the difference.
Yeah, that's why I got it. That's why I get taking a box back.
You got a box of those. That was a good idea because those were pretty tasty.
Yeah, they're cheap and good.
They're like $30 for 25.
Yeah.
$30 for 25.
35, yeah, like $35 ship.
I told you that yesterday. You can order them, Brian.
You can order them.
Buddy, you're in the U.S. You can.
I get a catalog in the mail. I usually buy like sampler packs where I get like 10 different, maybe 2 of each, 5 different brands. Right. That's what I do. Because if you order enough, you get free shipping, and they'll throw a cutter and a lighter in too.
Just go to foxcigars.com.
You got to order from there.
Order from Fox.
The name of the places I get the catalog from. It's not that one.
They do free shipping. Number 1 on any order.
Yeah.
They make sure they put a Boveda in your order so your cigars don't dry out.
Yeah, they put something in there to keep them moist. Yeah.
You can buy. They run specials, certain specials on like 5-pack samplers. And I've gotten so many 5-pack samplers for $10 to $18.
That's what we smoked yesterday.
Yeah. So
we probably got to do the thing.
Ready?
Yep.
I'm on 3.
Question.
What's up, dude? What's up, Q?
Hey,
Q-ster.
So
Q in the house. I'm behind on videos. I seen you posted a few, buddy, but I haven't been able to. I've been since I went wheels down Sunday. I have been on the game.
So then, now that pretty much leads us up to this morning. We got up this morning, went out to a place called Eggs and Joe, which is a decent, good little breakfast joint.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, okay. Is that close to where you live at, Dave? Where we were?
Yeah, it's relatively close. Yeah.
Dave lives in the most amazing, because I kind of live in the woods, suburb of the city, right? But like 20, 30 minutes out, kind of like almost maybe the same minutes you live out beside the city. But you live in like the desert, whereas I live in the woods. He literally lives in the desert. Like you go down this cool dirt road to get back to where he's at. And it was nice, man. He's got a really nice place. I enjoyed it. Thanks for having me out, man. That was a lot of fun.
And anytime.
You got a cool spread. Yeah.
You're
very, very cool place to live. Totally different. Dude, the view out your back door in the morning don't blow.
No.
It's coming up from the east, and you're watching it rise above these sandstone, or I don't know what it is, mountains.
Yeah,
beautiful.
Yeah, we're kind of down in the valley.
One coyote goes off, and the next thing you know, there's a
Nighttime's pretty cool too, isn't it?
Yeah, nighttime's cool.
Especially you walk out, get out from under the covered part of the patio and look up in the sky.
Yeah, once if we hadn't had a 3/4 at a full moon, it would have been even better.
Oh, it would.
You could still see, and I noticed it was fun for me because this is actually the furthest west that I've been in my life. Right. My 54 years on the planet. So I was pointing out to Dave that I was seeing, I saw constellations that I don't see from where I live. And I did see Orion, but he was tilted completely different angle from what I seen the way I see him. So it was cool to see different stars and stuff like that. But yeah, really, really pretty is where you live. It's dark enough that you can really see a lot. So you need a telescope. I already told you that.
Dude, but when, once the moon sets or when there's a new moon, it's so dark because the closest street light is 15 miles up the road.
Yeah.
And
I saw one dust of dawn light way off in the distance. It was way it wasn't affecting your night vision for sure.
So there's like no light pollution, right?
Yeah. No.
You can like see the Kuiper belt. You can see the the Milky Way belt running across the sky. I mean,
oh, by the way, for fans of Dave's puppies, they're freaking awesome. Me and Dave's doggies made buddies right off the bat. Yeah. Bear's really cool, and Shadow's a little wild yet. In fact, I got a boo-boo right there. It's
today,
Brian. But they were play bites. We were just playing, but his little
all my fingers today.
Like little freaking needles.
Yeah.
But cool. Both really cool, sweet dogs, big teddy bears. Yeah. It was kind of cool because we were buddies, and they, I was out there on the sleeping in your living room there on your very comfortable. I slept fantastic on your couch, by the way. I like that couch. If you ever want to sell it,
it's sleeping pretty good. It's pretty good.
We passed out on the couches yesterday.
I was out. Great. Yeah. Well, I woke up and the dogs were like, "Hey, licking me," and I was like, "Oh, my buddies."
Yeah, we were still destroyed on Tuesday because of you on Monday.
Because of Monday night.
We're like,
because of me.
We had to take
naps, man. We were like done.
You had to take a nap. I had to go all the way back to freaking Las Vegas, not feeling all that hot. I felt about as good. I felt about as good on the plane as I did when we stopped at the damn Starbucks on the way to the airport.
Stopped at Starbucks.
I was like, I couldn't wait for that sumbitch to land. It was only an hour flight, so I was like, I was holding on for dear life.
We were hurting pretty bad. We're just still recovering now.
Unfortunately, that it didn't have anything to do with drinking. It had to do with eating what we ate.
Right.
I rocked that salad on purpose, but
I
paid the price.
Oh, you paid the price.
That was the salad. Let's talk about something else.
Yes.
So, all right. So you guys want to hear what I've been doing? I heard
what you've been.
So let's hear about Aerosmith.
Well, first off, let's tell everybody what we did on Monday. So Monday, Dave picked. So I flew in and landed a little bit early, but I got to the airport in Phoenix about 30 minutes before Hack got off his plane. but I was in a different terminal, so I just rode the little tram over and just waited, and then we hooked up together. And about the time Dave rolled up, we walked out together and hopped in his car and just started terrorizing Phoenix from top to bottom. So, well, let's see. We went to the first thing we did is we went to Zim's Guitar, which I think a lot of people on here are subbed to Zim's Guitar shop, and we went in and checked out his shop, which was cool. And while we were there, he went live and kind of busted out the news. The Guitar Hack was in the AZ.
Hold on, real quick, Brian. Soda asked me a couple times. Did we see the Gibson Explorer? Yes, we did.
Yeah,
we did see it.
Yeah.
It's on. I posted a picture on my Facebook. It's there.
Yeah, we not only saw it, did I don't think we brought that one in, but we definitely saw it. Took it out, and it had the most wonderful real checking and everything on it. That thing exudes mojo, and it wasn't overly heavy. It was badass.
It was cool, man. I mean, it had, there were some issues, as far as it being like
all original.
Yeah, there were issues there, but really and truthfully, I mean, all intents and purposes, no, I did not buy it. All intents and purposes.
I'm not even sure he said it was. I mean, I suppose if he wanted it, he'd sell it, but he had those. He had the coolest guitars in his shop in cases behind the counter. He's like, I don't know if I'm selling this one yet or not.
And, I mean, he's a super cool guy.
He's a really nice guy.
And he's like dragging stuff out of cases. Here, man. Here.
I guess. Well, no, we can tell everybody. Is it next week or next month? I can't remember what he said. He's his band. He plays bass. His band is opening for freaking Judas Priest.
Yeah.
Right? Is that not right?
I think that's right.
Yeah. So
Dan's a good dude.
He's a really cool dude, man. A cool shop. We had fun. We met Neil, who's occasionally on his live streams too from inside the shop. He was a cool guy. So we had fun in there. And then we went out to dinner, and Lawrence Petros, LPD Pedals, joined us for dinner, and that was fun. And then Dane, after he got the show closed up, came and joined us for dinner. And Dave took us to a really nice restaurant, Charleston's. And I guess we were in Mesa for that, right?
Yep.
And we had a nice dinner, and then we went out to the Guitar Center, which you guys already talked about, the one that we saw in Mesa, which was, I would have to say, if I was going to give it a word, I'd say it was generic.
It's an average Guitar Center, right?
Maybe.
Really, I mean, if you take all
average is 5, it was a 4 because they had 4 Gibsons and they didn't have one standard. I didn't see a single standard. None of the new. They didn't have any. There was no custom shop. There was no.
As far as
I didn't see an SG. Did you even see an SG? I didn't even see an SG.
I don't remember. Mm-hmm. No, they had an SG. They had a special in the back or in the used section too. They had a few, but
they had guitars that if you were more for the guy who's looking for the starter or maybe the second guitar.
Yes.
They had if that's you, they had you take care of in there. Yeah, they had you take care of
those in spades.
Yeah. So
now today,
man.
Today you went to Phoenix.
Today. So we went to Eggs and Joe for breakfast, and then we went to we went to one of my favorite cigar shops, Stag Cigar.
Awesome place.
Great place.
Guy there was phenomenal.
Super good.
No, Melissa, we didn't buy anything at Zim's, but we tried to sell stuff for him by putting it on, doing it on his live stream. I think we were on his live stream more than he was on his live stream. If you guys want to go watch that,
yeah.
But, we sat behind the counter and tried a whole bunch of guitars through it. Really cool little Fender. He had a Fender, and it was wasn't a tube amp, right? It was a solid state amp. That thing we're playing there a little bit.
And
you guys mostly played through it. I played through it a couple guitars. He had more than one guitar I liked in there. He had that yellow splattered
Kramer.
that Kramer. And he had the
had a ghost fret. Yep.
And he had the Kramer bullseye that I kind of liked.
ML1 or ML1 Pro.
ML1 Pro, and he had the gold. Those two guitars were really good.
And then
he has a Gibson Les Paul Gold Top. It's not the greatest condition, but if you want something that looks knocked around, has got a little mojo, he was only asking $750, probably take less.
And for it, I mean, it wasn't like super expensive or anything.
There was a lot of hidden treasures in there.
There really were. There really, really were. And I totally give props to Dane because I mean he the three of us came in and we just took over his shop and he was just like the
coolest, mellowest guy, and he just kept handing us stuff to try and everything and
dude.
Cool stuff too.
Right. Yeah. Not the cheap stuff. I mean I've had several firsts in this.
Well, like I said, most of the cool guitars he got us weren't hanging up in the shop. He went and got open cases and like, try this one. Try this one.
Yeah. And like I said, there were firsts for me in this whole thing. And this is the first time I've actually played a Harley Benton.
Yeah, me too.
That was a Dane shot.
You guys played that one live, didn't you, on the live stream? You guys should check it. It wasn't bad at all.
No, but the P90 sounded good in it.
They weren't bad. And you could always swap them out if you wanted to put somebody else's Fralins or whatever you wanted to put it. Lawler makes a P90.
Duncan.
Or you could get some Gibson P90s and put it.
Right.
Yeah, exactly. If you wanted to.
You're right.
And today
was
the first time you ever played
First time I ever played an R9.
Oh, you got to play it? Oh, really? What you think about the bigger neck? Is it similar to your custom?
No, not even close.
Bigger?
Much bigger.
Yeah. I don't like them because, well, I got the freaking, like that deformed appendage from birth.
But, I mean, so the setup on it wasn't exactly
wasn't good.
It wasn't great, but I mean that's easy fixed, right? But
was it just the standard comes out of the factory medium setup on it? Nobody's touched it since it left the factory, probably, right?
Probably, but I mean this was a 60th anniversary R9 VOS finish. I mean it was an iced tea burst. It looked a little more like a lemon burst. Wouldn't you agree with that?
Yeah, we thought it was a lemon burst until we looked at the tag. So
yeah, and it said iced tea.
We can circle back to this if you want, but yes, soda. The answer would be yes.
Yes.
The first thing we did when we got to Dave's house, the evening that I was there and spent the night, and Hack was obviously there too, was going to Dave's guitar room and pick them all up. We picked them all up.
Play what you want, man.
I think weighs it.
I didn't play them amplified because it was a work night for Dave's very hospitable wife who made us feel very welcome and took care of us. But we didn't want to make a lot of racket. So, but we did try them, and I got to feel them anyway. So yeah, Dave's got some nice guitars, doesn't he? Guitar Hack. He's got some really nice guitars. Yeah. I was particularly excited to try the Firebird. That's the first one I'd ever held in my hands. And I always had the impression that it was more unwieldy than it actually is. And I think the 24 fret SG that I had was more unwieldy than Dave's Firebird. I could totally live with that. That's not a problem.
That Firebird is lighter than my Les Paul Traditional, which is for a traditional is a very light guitar. And
well, that's because you're
on the video that we shot yesterday. He played the traditional.
Yeah, all the because I said to Dave, like when we were demoing the pedals, like I want to hear, so I want something I know the sound of. So I did everything with this traditional because it's got the BB1, BB2 pickups, which I'm very familiar with. So that way, it's familiar territory. But it's a great guitar. The traditional he's got is really cool.
Cool.
But
yeah,
today,
I liked all his guitars. I liked his BC Rich.
Today was my first time in the Platinum Room.
Yes.
That Platinum Room was fantastic, man. They had really.
What'd you get to touch?
Pardon?
What'd you get to touch? Tell us what you played that you had.
We played the R9.
We played both of us. We were playing the R9 through a Friedman Dirty Shirley and a 412.
Oh, nice.
And a 412 Marshall cab.
That's what we were playing.
that had to suck.
That was terrible. It was terrible.
Yeah,
for a long time.
I hate when that happens.
For a long time.
Yeah,
I hate that.
I don't know what.
Yeah, too bad there's no game. Yeah,
guy comes in one time. He says,
you guys doing all right? Yep.
35 minutes in. He's
35 minutes.
He pokes his head in the room. He's like, "You guys okay? You need anything?
Yeah.
You doing all right? Yeah, we're fine, man. We're good, man." I almost
tell me you shot video of this.
Well, I
got some.
He's got some.
I got some.
I posted some on my Instagram and Facebook.
Oh, did you?
From the store, actually.
Yeah, we did. We went live.
I went live from the store.
No, we didn't go live.
I saw it in my email. I haven't had a chance. I literally I landed in an airplane, drove to my hotel, and came in, ate half of a ham sandwich, made a cup of coffee, and sat down to do this. And then my internet went.
Right. So now we didn't make any real video of the Platinum Room because when we went in there the first time, there was some guy in there playing through a 5150, and he had it freaking just cranked,
solid dirt.
It was
too loud. Don't you hate the guys that don't put on a rock concert at the Guitar Center? Just put it loud enough so that you can get. If you're trying out an amp, you want to crank it a little bit because you want to see if it's going to do what you want it to do, but you still don't have to blow the store up, right?
I don't know if he was testing out a guitar, but I don't know how you could hear the guitar if you cover it in piles of dirt.
Right.
And that was the first thing we did with the Dirty Shirley is played it clean.
Played it clean
to hear how this and I'll tell you those custom buckers that they put in those R9s are every bit as good in person through as they are through YouTube.
Gotcha.
Or YouTube video you see or whatever.
Let me ask you this.
Yeah.
In the last couple of days, has Guitar Hack got a chance to play through your Helix any? Or have you just been messing around with the LPD pedals?
Never had the.
No, we haven't. Yet. Dude, we've been like, let's go.
We haven't stopped yet.
We haven't stopped.
You. I haven't stopped, man.
Well,
holy crap.
Because Brian, when I was trying out all of the, again, going back to familiar territory, when I wanted to hear all of Lawrence's pedals, I wanted to hear them through a tube amp. And so we did everything.
Yeah.
We did everything with the little Laney. And
which sounds great, by the way.
Well, you got the line. What is it? The Lionheart or the Lionheart? Is that what it's called? Yeah.
It's the L5 112.
Hey, if it's good enough for Tony Iommi, that's good enough for all of us.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, he can tell you that's a loud.
Yeah, we were at a pretty
little lamp.
We were at a pretty.
We talked about that. Yeah. It was a lot louder than it was rated because it was. Yeah.
Hey, somebody got my Albuquerque joke.
Oh, nice.
You made it out. You're making fun of people from New Mexico now too. Jeez,
Will you stop?
Will you stop?
Next time we're gonna make fun of people from Ohio.
That's right.
Knock yourself out. I'm not from Ohio.
And Indiana. They're next door.
Everybody makes fun of people in Indiana. We're used to it.
You're cousins. You're related.
Yeah.
It's not nearly as bad as Kentucky, but it's where I live. I'm like 90 minutes from Chicago, so I'm kind of more metropolitan.
Hey, you're very metropolitan, Brian.
Metropolitan, surrounded by cornfield.
You're a city slicker, buddy.
City slicker.
That's you.
Yeah, I grew up in the big town of 60,000 people.
So then, after we left there, then I took Hack over to Sam Ash, and we walked around Sam Ash for a little bit. And Hack also experienced Chick-fil-A for the first time.
I had Chick-fil-A. It's good.
What'd you think? Did you get strips, sandwich?
You got the number one.
I got the number one, the original.
That's the sandwich with the pickles.
Yeah,
That's right.
Hell yeah, brother.
That's
Hell
good.
yeah. What'd you think? Was it good? Did you like
That
it?
was good. Actually, I think
You weren't floored.
Chick-fil-A is coming to Canada. I'm pretty sure. I thought I heard something about that.
Yeah, we're getting a little breakup, and I'm afraid I'm getting ready to lock.
Uh-oh.
We're still on, but
Still on.
Yeah, you're starting to. Yeah, there you go. You're caught. You caught. I'm watching the ceiling fan in the picture behind you, so I can. That's how I can tell if things are going.
yeah.
I'll tell you one thing that I have in Arizona.
My
Brian.
Wi-Fi still says I'm 72 bit. You know, it still says I'm watching. It still says I'm good. So we're not gonna die. I don't think. I think I'm back. I think
So
I'm not.
Brian, we've been all over. We've been all over, and I still haven't found a Tim Hortons.
Oh boy.
No Tim Hortons here.
No Tim Hortons here.
Oh. Oh. All right. It caught up. We're good.
I'm still here, but I'm cutting out.
Yeah, I'm watching your fan, and it keeps, and then it catches back up, and then it catches back up.
Well, why don't you tell us?
I don't know how to do anything about it to stop the buffering. I don't know if I can knock myself out.
Just he'll be back in.
There he is.
There he is.
How about that? Did that fix it?
Well, we see you. We hear you.
We see you and we hear you. But just start talking. If you drop out, we'll pick up and.
Well, what I did was I think I removed myself from the stream. You guys were just, I could hear you, but it was just like blah, 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 blah. Now I hear you good, so maybe we're back to okay.
So go ahead and tell us about your last couple of days.
Tell us about Aerosmith.
Oh, okay. Well, so I got back on Tuesday morning. Everything was good. I literally got back to the room.
Let him fool you.
Yeah.
What'd he say?
I said he took an old man nap too. Don't let him fool you.
Yeah. I totally took an old man nap. I got back to that. That's what I was getting ready to say. As soon as I got back to the room, I took like an hour and 45-minute nap. And we got up and we headed to. So it was at the MGM Park Hotel and Casino, which is one of the newest ones on the Strip. It was something else before that they imploded, built this thing, and it's only like a year and a half old. It's like really nice and brand new and everything, and it's got this amazing theater in it. I don't know how many it seats, but I don't know. If I just had to guess, I'd say 8 to 10,000, maybe 8, 7.5, 8, 9. I mean, and it's hard to judge, but it's a full-on auditorium with a balcony and everything. But we bought our tickets way in advance. This was the last show of their run, except for the fact that now they did so well that they've announced another one that's going to start in December. So originally this was going to be the last one. So that was kind of what prompted my trip out here with my wife. We just had our 24th wedding anniversary on September 30th. So we're kind of celebrating that. Although we have family. Thank you. We have family out here with us too. We have my in-laws, brothers and sister-in-laws, and nephews and that kind of stuff too. So we've got a family thing going on. But so anyway, the Aerosmith show was great. We went down to the casinos and played some games and had some fun, had some drinks, and then went into the show. And the show has what they call a THX. Is that what they call it? Like when you go to the movie theater and it's like, and you get this amazing. Oh, man. So the sound system inside this auditorium is fantastic to start with. And they just sounded so good. And I was lucky enough because I bought my tickets like 6 months ago that I was in the 10th row on Joe Perry's side of the stage, which if you don't know, he's my guy. He's my number one guy. And they were on the drummer, Joey Kramer, did not perform. They had the drum tech was the drummer, and I forget his name. I could look it up for you. But I found out that last week Joey sprained his ankle really bad on the stage during a kind of a rehearsal thing, and to the point where he can't. It hurt. He can't play the bass drum with it. So they had his drum tech fill in, but he didn't miss a beat, man. It was really good. And the kind of surprise part of the show was one of my favorite songs is Toys in the Attic. That was the first Aerosmith album that I had, was Toys in the Attic. Cool. And when they started to play it, they brought out Johnny Depp, and Johnny Depp played a Fender Telecaster and played rhythm guitar with Brad Whitford on that. And if you don't know, he's in a band with Joe Perry called the Hollywood Vampires.
Mm-hmm. Right.
Anyway, okay. So that's the connection. Apparently he was in Vegas because they weren't doing that for every show. I think they did it because it was the last one until they're going to come back now for another run in December. And then after the first of the year, they're coming back and going to run all the way to June. They signed up for like another 7 months of it. That's how much they've enjoyed it. And I don't blame them because the theater's all set up, dude. And, you know, they don't have to travel. Steven Tyler's 71 years old. He sang fantastic. He did his thing, man. And you know how he moves and entertains. And he was Steven Tyler, and Joe was Joe. And it was great, man. It was a fantastic show. I really enjoyed it.
Awesome.
So I'm actually putting together a video. So I've got a bunch of videos. I'm not going to show you the whole concert, but I got snippets out of different parts of the show, and I'll have that up hopefully tomorrow. Because the internet went down in my room so much today, I didn't have a chance to upload or really work on much. So what happened?
No, I just turning the fan on. It's getting
getting a little warm, getting a little stuffy. So that was yesterday, and then today my wife and I did something that we've been looking forward to. We took a helicopter from Las Vegas to the Grand Canyon. We flew over the Hoover Dam and Lake Mead and an extinct volcano, and we literally went down inside the Grand Canyon and landed on a mesa and got out, had champagne and like a little picnic lunch. Oh yeah, Chick-fil-A, rocking it. And then flew back over Vegas and cruised the strip in a helicopter. So that was a big time.
Avoid the traffic that way.
I'll tell you what, man, we were cruising 140 mile an hour, man. The only traffic was other helicopters. Yeah, it was spectacular, man. It was really, really cool.
Awesome.
We're like at about 5,000 here in Vegas. It's like 5,000 feet above sea level anyway. So we were cruising, like 1,500 feet above, the desert all the way out there. It was really, really fantastic.
That's cool, man.
So,
yeah, we're
Johnny Depp needs to stick to just acting, but actually Johnny Depp is an accomplished
he is a good player.
Yeah. They wouldn't have brought him out. He wouldn't have been out there playing if he wasn't good.
Kalen, chicken guitars. I'll take all the Johnny Depp you guys don't like.
He had a little bit of a solo in the Toys in the Attic. They threw him a little solo section, and he ripped it up.
Nice.
Ripped it up. They had, the album cover for Toys, right? All the toys, right? So they had these big giant inflatables that came down from the ceiling during the and then at the end of the show, they blew so much confetti out. I got video where you can't even see anything. It's like being in a cloud. My wife and I are like, well, I can't even see her, and she's right next to me. That's how much confetti fell on us.
So tell me, what's
the confetti was this deep on the floor at the end of the show.
So what was the finale, or what was the finale?
Oh, geez, I can't even remember now. I'll have to go back and look at my video. What was the finale? Walk This Way.
Walk This Way.
There you go.
Okay.
Hey, Walk This Way.
Okay.
And because part of the theater above, the crowd raised down. It was a ramp, and Joe and Steven went all the way up, and they were at the lip of the balcony. People in the front row of the balcony had Joe Perry and Steven Tyler right in front of them because they walked all the way up there on a ramp that lowered down on the ceiling, and they went all the way up there.
So when I saw them at the venue that I saw them back in 2003, I guess is when it was. I see some chat about the stream. Just refresh it, guys. I don't.
It has to do with my Wi-Fi in where I'm at, and if we'd have been smart, we probably would have let Dave initiate the stream tonight. We should have done that. Then if I cut out, it would have been no big deal. You guys would have been okay.
So the venue that I saw them in, what they how the stage was set up. So they had the main stage, and then up through the crowd they had like this catwalk, right? And it came out like probably 35 rows.
They had that, but it wasn't quite as long. I saw that same show. They had one last night, but it was probably more like 15 rows.
Yeah, okay. So it might have been 20 or 25 rows, but it was way out. I mean, I
know the one you're talking about. It came out about 35 rows because I was about row 30 and it was right next to me because I was 2 seats from it. It stuck way out. The piano was on the other side of me. It was behind me. That's how far it stuck out. Yeah.
Right. So we were. So it's kind of it was a stadium, a covered stadium, and so we were on the sides. We were right on the, you had the ground level, and then you had the first set of risers going up on the going up. We were in the first set of risers on stage left.
Nice.
And, when they came out, they came walking out through the crowd, and I could just about reach out and touch any of them. Right. Yeah. That's how close we were down. I mean, we were like first row on the first set of risers. So we had good seats, and they had on the main part of the stage, they had risers that went up to the next, basically to the next floor. And Steven had a trapeze bar that went, and he swung all over the place with it.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah. That was back almost 20 years ago now. So 18 years ago. You're frozen. So Brian might have just dropped internet, guys. I don't know how long the stream will go if just us are on. So we'll see. Maybe Brian will be able to come back soon. Hotel internet can be about as unreliable as unreliable gets.
Yeah.
So hopefully we'll get Brian back. So
can I just say something at this point, folks? If anyone is curious or wants to know, we're out.
No, go ahead. No, we're good.
We're still on.
We're still live. Yeah, see the live up.
Okay, we're still on. There's not going to be any. I'm not doing a show tomorrow night because I'm going to be probably in an airplane, so there won't be any hack show tomorrow. But I have a special show on Sunday at what time did I tell them? I got 1 p.m. I think I'll put the thing up. You'll see, but there's going to be a special edition hack show 1 p.m. with a special guest. So check that out. But no hack show tomorrow. And let's hope Brian comes back.
Yeah, we'll hope Brian comes back.
There
he is. All right.
I had to shut my thing down and jump back in. I'm glad it doesn't knock you guys off, but I'm back on my original Wi-Fi, not the backup Wi-Fi. So hopefully we're back to normal. Am I still?
No,
you're fine. You're actually.
I apologize, guys. I literally have been fighting this Wi-Fi. I literally had the maintenance guys in my room this morning trying to figure out, because I have a router in my room that services the entire building I'm in. I should have the best internet of anybody in here, but it's for some reason it keeps cutting in and out. So I apologize.
How you like that strap? Put that strap on. Tell me if you like that.
Yeah, that's cool.
Comfy strap, huh?
Krell Bar said, no, that's not what happened, buddy. My wife's in the other room. I'm with my honey. I would never do that anyway. That's nasty. What do you got there is little Jackson? Is that the white one? I couldn't see the body. I just see the headstock.
The black blue one.
Yeah.
That's really
so Hack, you Thursday, you're flying back tomorrow?
Yep.
Yeah, I was just saying I won't be doing a show tomorrow.
Oh, okay, right. What time do you jump on the plane?
Well, Arizona time 3:30.
Yeah.
But when I get home Toronto time, it'll be like 10:30 at night.
Yeah.
Yeah.
3 hours going back.
Yeah, same with me. Me and Hack are on the same time at home.
Right.
I fly back in the morning on Friday. I think we take off like at 8:30 in the morning. So it'll be like 2:30 in the afternoon. It'll be 11:30 your time, but I lose the 3 hours going back. But to be honest with you, it's been weird because I'm on reverse jet lag.
Right.
Because I usually wake up at 7:30 in the morning.
Right.
And now I'm waking up at 4:30 in the morning because my body thinks it's 7:30 in the morning, and I don't want to wake up at 4:30. And to make it worse, they're doing construction across the street from my hotel, and so they're out there to start early for the heat. I think.
Too flat for you. Okay. So, anyway, so you did that, and then you did the Grand Canyon today, right?
Yeah, we did the helicopter ride out to the Grand Canyon. We got to actually land in the Grand Canyon, went down below the rim, landed on this mesa that was just desert, cacti,
Yeah.
similar to your backyard, but we were up on a mesa, and then we literally could just walk over to the edge and just look down. It was like probably 2,000 feet. That's how, this mesa, but we had Grand Canyon above us all the way around.
Right. So,
and it was still 2,000 feet down to the river. That's
right.
You're like, whoa, dude.
So you said
and we had champagne and lunch on this mesa.
That's cool.
And then got back on the helicopter and flew back. And then when we got back to Vegas, we buzzed the freaking Vegas Strip right down the middle of all the casinos and banked her over and landed right there because the airport here is literally at the south end of the Strip.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay.
When you land in Vegas, before you even hit the men's room, there's slot. When you come off the plane at the gate, there's a slot machine right there.
Yeah, there's slot machines at the airport.
Really? Okay. I've never been to Vegas, so
I'm not joking. You get off, you get off the plane, you go through the little tunnel thingy, and you walk up, and you enter the terminal. Slot machines.
That's awesome, man. That's cool.
But I don't do slot machines.
I told the wife.
Slot machines are luck. I just play blackjack's the only thing I ever do any good at because it takes a little bit of skill. You can control your own destiny, sort of, kind of, right? Yeah.
So I told the wife because what you did to come down here. I told my wife. I said, if we ever want to go to Vegas, that's what we need to do.
Well, that might. Yeah, that's if you guys ever want to go visit Dave from Vegas. I was going to drive because I have a rental car, which I really could have gotten by without if I was just going to stay in Vegas because there's a monorail and Uber and everything. And literally, I'm like 3 blocks, maybe two blocks from the Strip. I could walk to the Strip. The Strip's like maybe 4 miles. You could walk up and down. It's very Times Square-ish. If you've ever been to New York City, it feels very, very, except it's hot.
Right.
It's not really hot. It's been great. It's been upper 80s, but it's not humid.
It's upper 80s. So it was 95 here today.
Yeah. Well, let me tell you. Now, down in the Grand Canyon, Grand Canyon today, damn, it was dry too, boy.
Yeah.
You could see how you wouldn't last out there long without water. You really would.
No.
If the guy would have left us out there and where we were at, we could have died of dehydration looking at the river.
Yeah, exactly.
There was no way to get down where we were at. There wasn't no way to get down to it.
Half mile down.
Yeah, it's 2,000 feet down, and there wasn't like a path. I'm talking about cliff. We didn't have no rope.
Kalen, what's that pointy head stop?
Gonna poke Dave in the ear with it.
I do, Brian. I do have a compromising photo.
Oh no, you're cutting up again. I'm gonna shoot myself.
I do have a compromising photograph.
You told me.
You want to see this compromising photograph?
Can you share it? Try to share it. I'm hoping we're not losing our connection again. Poor Dave. Look at that. Oh man. Can
you know who that is?
Closer to the hang on. Let me see. Oh, just wait a minute. I'm gonna slow. solo layout here. What? Look at that pointy red. Is it got flames on it? Does
No,
that have flames?
It's just a burst. It's a rim burst. But
How'd
that's a BC Rich War Beast. Talk about pointy headstock or pointy guitar. That's all kinds of pointy right there. And
wow.
Look who I got to pick that up.
It's strictly for church gigs.
Near death experience metal.
Near death experience. Go ahead and pick that one up if you want.
Man, you guys should I'll have to show you pictures.
Now you see why I do that every time I pick that guitar up.
Yeah, this is.
Hey,
the beast.
look at that. You've got
seen this
the other way. Turn your head the other way. Turn your head the other way. Yeah, look at that. It's got a split diamond on his hat.
See that?
I got the same hat. I wore that hat to Grand Canyon today.
Oh,
Same
nice.
hat.
Nice.
Yeah. I got to get Gibson's I'm gonna send Gibson pictures of me wearing a Gibson hat in Grand Canyon.
Canyon.
See me. I think that deserves one of those Brian Ray Jr. SG and that white, that custom shop that we saw at Summer Dam. I think they should send me one of those.
I'm still waiting for my appearance.
I heard they were having problems with the finish. That's why they haven't come out. No, I'm serious. I heard
I'm still waiting for
that Brian Ray Jr. that we saw hasn't come out yet because Gibson said they've been having trouble with the finish and they didn't want to send them out till they got it right. I will take one of the screwed up prototypes.
Right, there you go.
Hey,
I'd
not be a problem.
Like a faithful reproduction of this. I'm still waiting for Gibson to say, "Hey, I want to take your guitar and make copies of it."
Yeah. Oh, they might. Yours is that thing. The only thing yours needs is chambering.
Oh, chambering? Yeah. It's heavy.
Oh my God.
You understand?
It weighs 5 pounds more than my custom shop, but I just have an extremely light custom shop, I think.
Right. Now you understand every time I pick it up, I go, oof.
I would only play that sitting down, dude. I don't know my shoulder can hang with that thing. You might break your collarbone. Play that thing too long. Collarbone just give way.
It's a good thing I don't gig because I'd never take that too. If I did take it to a gig, I'd play it for like 1 or 2 songs and that's it.
So Hack, this R9 you played today, was it you still an R9 guy? Or are you still liking the big neck, or are you thinking more RO? Because I just see you RO, and I know they don't have the pickups that you like the best, but is that the one? Oh, it's a cherry sunburst like mine.
It's an iced tea.
Oh, it's an iced tea. Okay, it's hard to tell. You got a little glare on there. Hang on, let me fire you up.
It's well, it's not necessarily.
Oh, I can see it way better now, though. Just tilt your phone up a little bit. There you go. That's a little better. Oh, okay. Yeah. Oh, yeah. I like that. I like the iced tea because it's that faded. It
doesn't even do it justice. It looks different. Look, see how it looks in the video? It looks way different. Doesn't it?
It kind of looks like an extremely faded tobacco burst, is what it looked like to me. Is that representative?
No brown to it at all.
No brown.
No brown. Okay.
It had very little.
I'm looking at the back of your phone now.
Some hack playing a guitar. Jesus Christ, get the guy out of the room, eh?
I can't see it at all, bro.
No. Can you hear it?
Oh, yeah.
What are you doing?
Yeah, I can hear it.
I see the rapper. I mean, that's a fair representation of what it actually sounded like in the room.
Cool.
And we were clean. That was clean on that Dirty Shirley.
Gotcha.
That was like squeaky clean on that Dirty, and that Dirty Shirley sounded sounded great. The pickup sounded great in that guitar, and I would just about kill to have a set of custom buckers. But Gibson only puts them in the R series.
I can't buy them.
You cannot buy the custom buckers unless you buy an R8, R9, R0, R7.
Everybody just be taking them.
You can't walk into the custom shop where Hack and I was at and order a custom guitar with them in there.
What is your favorite?
I guess you could order a custom You could order a custom R9.
You have it. So,
well, I just played that one, and that one.
Right.
I haven't played that Strat yet.
No, you haven't played.
I've played the BFG.
No, haven't. I mean, pick up the BFG. And then, did you play the?
Which?
Did you play the white SG?
No. Okay. Picked it up.
Okay, that's right. Yeah, pick him up and play him. We don't know yet, so he hasn't played all of my guitars yet. We're kind of working our way through he's working his way through the collection. Yes, Kalen. Yes, I'm going to make him play the white SG in a minute.
All the white SG?
Yeah,
I'll get that next time.
Even though it has gold hardware, we're gonna make him play it.
Just to try to save some bandwidth, I shut down the.
Your neck, but it's also
not
a little
bad.
It feels a little rougher too.
Right. Well, it's the satin. Right.
Yeah.
Right.
This isn't me.
Not you.
This isn't me.
Okay. It sounds damn good though.
Yo, I'm sure it does.
P90s, man.
I'm sure. Oh, the P can't go wrong with the P90.
We tried that. We tried it, Caitlin. We tried the white SG while I was there on Monday. I don't know if he's played it since, but yeah, we were like, ooh, no, can't do it. No, better no, we didn't. It's nice.
Hag didn't play it. There it is.
It's a really nice guitar. It's in fantastic shape.
Minus the.
And if you really wanted to, you could take that hardware off, and like acid etch that gold plating off of that crap.
See this right here? This is not a shadow. This is where I've played it. That's natural relicing. Did you see that?
At this point, Brian, you should buy stock. At least you'd be getting some return on your investment. Is Gibson publicly traded? Because Brian owns like 1/10 of the company by now, doesn't he? Theoretically.
Thank you, T Capito. And by the way, new name in the chat, T Capito. How you doing?
Oh, we got a new person watching. I'm sorry, I'm trying to. I shut down the chat, the Brian S. chat, just to try to save some bandwidth. So hopefully we will. So I can only watch it now.
I appreciate it, man. Any hookup you got over at Gibson, I'll take, brother.
Heck yeah, bro. Listen.
I want my residuals.
Yeah.
Guitar Hack's got the hookup, the back door into Gibson.
So what do you think about that one?
That's what I like.
Now pick
What's
up
the action like on that one, Hack?
Just because, and you'll see why I don't like the red.
I do like a white SG. I do like a white SG, but to find one with silver or chrome or nickel, whatever it is a little bit more difficult. They are out there. If you're not a gold guy.
You see what I mean?
Change are out. It's not a big deal.
I don't like it.
It's not good for my hand.
Right.
That's more like the neck I have on mine.
Right. And that's what you said when you felt it. You said that's my SG.
This is way fatter. This is more like
Brian. Six String Brian would love this SG, wouldn't he?
Oh, I don't know.
I mean, it's more like a 59 neck.
I'm thinking more like a 58.
58, yeah. I mean, Brian, Six String Brian. This SG.
Hey, Zach.
It's got a chunky neck. It's a 2010, and tell me if it has a mark on it.
No, it's mint.
It's pretty much mint. If you want it, because I know you were looking at SG with a fat neck. I've got your SG with a fat neck
right here.
You looking to sell that one?
Yeah, I am. If you
That's
want
bound up. Is that a standard?
Huh? It's standard.
Standard? Yeah, nice.
It's standard.
How much she weighed? Looks light.
Oh, it's light. It's an SG.
It's
Oh,
an
I don't
SG.
remember.
SGs are light, but this one,
I didn't pick that one up at your house. I didn't try that one.
7 pounds, maybe.
Yeah.
7 pounds.
I didn't get to try that one.
It hasn't been played. It's been played some, but there's like any fret. There's a cut. I mean, it's light, very, very minimal fret. Very, very minimal fret wear on this. Nibs are still intact. Serial number is 197000596, and it is a 2010. There you
Yes.
go.
There you go.
You can read the serial number.
Oh, I see birdage.
So it's 197th day of 2010, and its production number is 396.
Really?
There you go. I don't play it. It needs to go to a good home. And like I said, you can see it's got some chunk.
What pickups did you say was in that bad boy?
So this is 490R, 498T. It does have the PCB. But if Brian, if you're interested, talk to me offline, make me an offer.
I'm looking for another P90 guitar because Steve has mine. I got my eye on a couple.
So what do you think of the bird?
I gotta pay off that bill on the custom.
Is basically I think I told you this too. This bird's neck is
like your SG neck. Right.
But it's not like my bird's neck is narrow all the way down.
Right.
It's a real small neck.
Where that one's a little bit wider.
It's a little wide. Yeah, it's flatter and wider. Yeah, like it's not.
So out of my Gibsons, you've played them all now. Which one's your favorite?
Probably the custom.
I'm gonna jump off and come back in again, guys, because I'm getting some breakup.
I'm seeing you breaking up.
I would say it's either the custom or the traditional.
Custom or traditional? Yeah.
Of your Git art, they're probably your custom or your traditional.
Can you feel that thing vibrate into your gut?
Yeah.
Kind of cool, huh?
Yeah.
That's the one thing when I started playing that was one thing I noticed. You can because it's neck through, you can feel the string vibrate when it's resting on your gut on the Firebird.
You can feel the tone through your body.
Hey, Mark. I think we're having some technical difficulties again, guys.
So, as Hack just said, out of the Gibsons, and he's played all my Gibsons now. His favorite two are the custom and the traditional. And he's having a hard time deciding which. But to be fair, he hasn't actually heard the custom plugged in.
No.
So, and it's a lower output than it's an even lower output than the traditional.
Yeah.
But and you haven't played the Strat yet.
I like this one.
Yeah. he likes the bird.
I like the bird. Well, because the bird's got like a neck that I'm used to, right?
Right. So yeah, check out the Strat. Yeah, play the Strat. Dude, you don't have to be like stupid careful. It's already got a.
Well, I don't want to ding any other guitars with this one.
Yeah. Don't want to ding any other one.
Am I back?
Yep, you're back. So Hack's just going through my collection and playing different guitars.
Is everybody in the chat able to hear you guys okay? Because I know that I'm having audio issues because you're choppy, and I know it's on my end, but I don't know what to do about it.
Everybody in the chat, if you can still hear us, just drop a number 1 in the chat for us, okay?
Now it seems to have cleared up now, so I'm hearing you guys like a-okay. So
Okay.
I apologize, everybody. It's because I'm on this hotel Wi-Fi, and
man.
I'm in a building with a zillion people, and they're all on at 7:30 at night, right? Everybody's checking where they're going to go to dinner on Google.
Yeah. Okay. Thanks, Phil. Thanks,
so we can, guys, we've been on like an hour and 23. I knew we were going to kind of run it short. If you want to go right into the circuit breakers and kind of wrap it up, we could do that. I need to go get some dinner too, to be honest with you.
Right on. Sounds good, man. So we'll just kick right into the circuit breakers, guys. Like we said, truncated show tonight. Brian's on vacation. We don't want to hold him up any longer. Hack's on vacation here, hanging out with me. So we'll just dive right into it. And we're going all in the name of rock history. This is episode 11, boys and girls.
I'm having all kinds of trouble here, bro. So we'll do the best I can.
We'll just run through them.
Yeah. So let me see if I can go ahead and get it. You ready to go with the first one? Let's see if it'll.
Yeah. I'm ready to rock and roll, man. All right.
All right. Hang on.
October 6th, 1956. Elvis Presley releases "Love Me Tender." And
there we go. There it is. Okay.
Also
Can you
released
see that?
And something in a double A side single, and that was also October 6, 1969. And 10 years later, in 1979, October 6th, Led Zeppelin's "In Through the Outdoor" reaches number 1.
Oh, we're out of order somehow. Thought the Beatles was the next one.
Oh yeah, I did it. I was just kind of moving pretty fast. I'm sorry.
Oh, okay.
Yep.
I got it going now. As long as you guys can see it.
You good? Okay. So so we got Led Zeppelin, and then back in 1951, Kevin Cronin, lead vocalist for REO Speedwagon, was born in Evanston, Illinois. And Kevin Cronin. And in 1964, Matthew Sweet is born in Sydney Matthew Sweet in Lincoln, Nebraska.
Looks like is that a Tom Anderson? A Tom Anderson, maybe.
No, that's not a Tom Anderson. That's something else. So moving along, October 7th, 1978, Dire Straits released their landmark debut album. And
Dire
also,
Straits, first album, Dire Straits, right?
Yeah, Dire Straits' first album, yes. And also in 1978, the Rolling Stones were on Saturday Night Live.
Wow, SNL. Look, and that's Belushi and Dan Aykroyd.
Yep.
I actually remember. I watched Saturday Night Live religiously. I was in high school during that era when those guys were all on the show,
Brian,
and it was my favorite era of the show. It was great to see that. They played too. I think they played "Satisfaction" and something else. I can't remember what the other song was.
So. Also in 1978, October 7th, Boston scored the number 1 album with "Don't Look Back."
That was a cool album cover, man.
Yes, it was. Yes, it was. The spaceship. Yeah.
Yeah.
And
totally cool.
Then in 2001, Peter Criss performed with Kiss for the final time in Charleston, South Carolina.
Did you hear that, Hack? This week. What day? So that was
October
what day
7th.
this week?
So that would have been Monday.
Yesterday.
Monday.
Oh, Monday. So Monday, Hack, when we were all hanging out, that was the day. That was the anniversary of the very last day that Peter Criss played in Kiss.
Played a Kiss show. Yep. And then in 1951, John Mellencamp was born in Seymour, Indiana.
That's down by that's in southern Indiana, not too far from where Quentin lives. where and not too far from where Indiana University, where my wife and I both attended.
Cool. As we like,
Jack and Diane. That's Seymour, Indiana.
And in October 8th, which was yesterday, in 1957, Jerry Lee Lewis recorded the song "Great Balls of Fire" at Sun Studios in Mississippi. Now,
wow,
didn't
he have like a 14-year-old wife or something?
Yes,
cousin,
and it was his cousin as well. So fast forward to 1973, October 8th, the Steve Miller Band released the single "The Joker."
Creepy album cover, man.
Yeah, it was. Yes, it was. And in 1987, October 8th, promoting their space-themed Afterburner record, ZZ Top booked passage on what is announced to be the first passenger flight to the moon.
Afterburner was the album after Eliminator. Is that correct?
Yeah,
is that the right order? Yeah, I believe so. So you say they booked passage on a space flight as part of the marketing for the. I don't remember that.
It wasn't. Well, yeah, it was promoting their album. Yes.
Yeah.
It's announced as the first passenger flight to the moon. And a year later, in 1988, after shattering 740 weeks on the album chart, Dark Side of the Moon has dropped out of the top 200. Now,
that's how many weeks before it was in the top 200 for how many weeks?
741 weeks.
That's a big number.
It's significant. 741.
If we had 741 subs, we'd be on to something. All right.
That is 14 and a quarter years.
Oh.
14.25 years. Just to give you a little bit of 741 weeks sounds great, but 14 and a quarter years. And also yesterday, 1948, there was a cool birthday. Johnny Ramone, the guitarist of the Ramones, was born in Long Island, New York.
He's unfortunately passed away.
Passed away, yes. And he passed away on September 5th of 2004 from prostate cancer. Blah, the struggle's hard in the words. The struggle's really words are hard. I can't even say that.
Neither one of those are true. It's the Scotch is good.
That's right. That's two. So, moving along, October 9th. So today, in 1965 is another day in the history of rock era as the Beatles, who had moved from number 45 to number 3 the previous week, had completed the ascent to number 1 with the song Yesterday.
So they went from 45. The next week they were number 3, and the next week it was number 1, and that was their first number 1. Is that right?
Today it hit number 1 on the album charts in 1965, which also happens to be the most recorded song in history.
Yeah.
It has been the most covered song in history.
More bands have covered it, played it on albums, and that's something.
Exactly.
They were young. Look at those Beatles haircuts, man.
And also on today, in 1940, John Lennon was born in the middle of an air raid at the Oxford Street Maternity Hospital in Liverpool.
That's right. The hospital was. The sirens were going off. I've heard that story when the air raid siren, they were getting the blitz was hitting them. Yeah.
1940. And in 1944, John Entwistle, bass guitarist who was born in England. Absolutely.
Total stud.
So fairly significant day in some rock history today. And moving along till tomorrow, October 10th, in 1966, the Beach Boys released their most expensive 45 ever produced at the time. It was the elaborate Good Vibrations on Capitol Records.
The Good Vibrations. What happened to Hack? He had to go to a bathroom break?
Yeah, probably.
Was he over there playing the custom?
He had to run for a minute.
Okay, that's all right.
So, and that brings us to 1970. So in 1970, on October 10th, tomorrow, Pink Floyd releases the album Atom Heart Mother.
You know what that kind of reminds me of a little bit? And I almost now wonder if this was on purpose as like a tribute. Aerosmith Pump.
There you go.
It's got the same cow. The only difference is it's got the udder has a nipple ring.
Mm-hmm.
Eat more chicken. All right. What's next?
Also in 1970 on tomorrow, Black Sabbath went to #1 in the UK album chart with Paranoid.
Paranoid. Yeah, that album's great, man. That's a killer album, dude.
Great album. And that was in 1970.
Yeah, it was 6. God.
10 years later, departed John Bonham of Led Zeppelin took place in Rushock Paris Church. I'm sorry if I butchered that. And Worcester. I'm gonna butcher.
Worcester's right, but what happened on this date to John Bonham?
John Bonham was found dead. Well, this is the funeral departed.
Oh, that's right. This is the day the funeral took place, and there was literally like 3,000 or 4,000 people showed up, and a bunch of rock stars and everybody. He passed away in Jimmy Page's house.
Yes, he passed away in Jimmy Page's house. Among the 250 mourners was Paul McCartney, Phil Collins.
Oh shoot, we're getting that again.
Carl Palmer of Emerson, Lake and Palmer, Jeff Lynne, Roy Wood, and Bev Beck of Electric ELO. ELO. And
Jeff Lynne from ELO. Yeah, the singer guitar player. He's great.
And in so fast forwarding 7 years, 1987, Whitesnake had been duly patient and was rewarded with a #1 song, Here I Go Again. I remember that. And in 1955, tomorrow, is the birthday of the one and only Diamond Dave, David Lee Roth of Van Halen.
In Bloomington, Indiana.
From Bloomington, Indiana.
Which is right down the road from where John Mellencamp was born.
Right.
His dad was a dental surgeon, but he only lived there for a short time, and then he moved to California.
And moving along to Friday, October 11th, 1955, Carl Perkins, Johnny Cash, and a new star by the name of Elvis Presley began an 11-concert swing through the South with a stop in Abilene, Texas. Carl Perkins is the father of rockabilly. So Carl Perkins, go ahead.
Elvis was so young. Look at him. They took him on the road. He was like the opening act.
No, Elvis was not the opening act at that point.
Elvis, that tour with Perkins and Johnny Cash, was he wasn't the opening act?
No, Elvis was the closing act by this point. This is
by that point, okay.
This is 19.
Oh yeah, you're probably right.
Yeah.
Even Johnny Cash looks fairly young.
Yeah, Johnny Cash was a young man in 1955.
Yeah.
And in 1963, the Beatles were awarded the first gold album for She Loves You.
Yeah.
You guys play that one, Hack, in your band? Is that a cover song?
No, we do other Beatles. We do other Beatles, but not that one.
And in 1946, Daryl Hall, who became later known as Daryl Hall of Hall & Oates, was born in Philadelphia, Pennsylvania.
The tall blonde guy.
Yeah.
You're confused which one's which.
The other guy, John Oates.
The other guy's Oates, yeah.
And to wrap up on Saturday, October 12th, in 1966, the Jimi Hendrix Experience was formed in London with Jimi Hendrix, Noel Redding, and Mitch Miller.
Wow, that was a big day. So Jimi Hendrix went to England. Everybody probably knows this story, right? And that's where it actually formed the experience. Well, that short time he was over there, right? Then he came back over to the States and toured with them and blew up.
So Mitch Mitchell, I'm sorry.
The drummer is Mitch Mitchell. Also, I don't know if you're aware of this, but when Noel Redding showed up for the audition, he thought he was there to audition as a guitar player. He had no idea he was going to play bass.
Yeah, right. Well, yeah, because they didn't need a guitar player. They already had one.
They were like, oh, no, you're here to play bass. The guitar player is this guy over here. Yeah.
Didn't we have, wasn't it last week that we had around the same time, it was the anniversary of the night that that Jimi Hendrix showed up at that club in London and got up on stage and played with Eric Clapton's band, and jammed with him and
So I mean, a lot of significant events going on. Also in 1978 on October 12th, Sid Vicious, bassist and singer of the Sex Pistols, was arrested for murder of his girlfriend Nancy Spungen.
Yeah.
Vicious died of drugs before his murder trial began.
He OD'd before he went to trial, but it was they found her murdered with him in the same room or a hotel room, whatever it was. I forget, some kind of
Sex Pistols. I'm not kidding.
Yeah, right.
She was the Yoko Ono of the Sex Pistols.
Oh, really? She's the one that she broke up the Sex Pistols?
Yeah. Basically, Sid followed her around like a lost puppy dog.
Well, it looks, I don't remember the story too well, but just from the little photograph there, she looks like she was kind of pretty. Right? It's too bad it all happened to him anyway. So, is that the last one you had, bro?
Yeah, man.
That's it.
And that brings us to a close to this week in rock history. All in the name of rock history.
Cool.
Hope you guys learned a little something and maybe learned a new appreciation for a new day.
Well, we're going to have one more little fun thing, and then we're going to wrap it up a little bit earlier. We usually go around 2 hours. Tonight we're going to cut it a little bit close. I still got to take my wife out to dinner and try to win. I'm down $35, so I got to go find a $10 blackjack game somewhere. But I have another little game for you. We've been playing Name That Rock Star the last couple of weeks, right? So tonight I have a short little game, and I'll buy you a color change Livewire's coffee mug if anybody can get this. Now you two boys over, Hack, you can't. We talked about what you can't play.
Yeah, you're
Railbar, you're eliminated. Now, Bam, you won something already, but you got to send me the email if you want to get it.
All right.
Unless you already did, and I just haven't seen it because I'm on vacation. So, here's the game. I'm going to show you a series of rock stars, and then you have to tell me what these rock stars all have in common. They all have one thing in common. Okay. First one's Mr. David Bowie, and you're gonna have to watch the chat for me, Dave, because I'm gonna.
Hey, Krellbar, hold your answer until after the correct answer has been given. Please hold your answer.
Or until everybody guesses and they don't get it. And then Krellbar, you can guess. Okay, so what do they have in common? So we have David Bowie. We have Pantera. We have Gene Simmons. Johnny Depp. Davy Jones of the Monkees.
Oh, and the Monkees, or just Davy Jones?
Well, Davy Jones of the Monkees. He's of the Monkees. Okay. It was Davy Jones by himself, but Davy Jones of the Monkees.
I got you. Okay.
Sebastian Bach.
Of Skid Row. Former of Skid Row. You're right.
And Dee Snider.
Of Twisted Sister.
What do these rock stars
Krellbar, hold your
have
answer.
in common? Krellbar says, I know this one.
Hold your answer, Krellbar.
Chicken Guitar says they were on the Gilmore Girls. That's not it.
No. Wrong answer.
We'll give you a minute or two to think about it, but this is a toughie. I made this one a really kind of a toughie.
They actually do have something in common.
They all do. There's something that they all have in common. No, Larry, they do. They got something in common. This is a fact. It's on the internet, but you'd have to search. Probably kind of hard to find it. They were all taken to court. That's not it either, Bobby. But that's a pretty good. That may be actually true. But that's not the answer to this trivia question.
They wore panties, Lars.
They're all taken to court. They were all taken to court. Commercial for Budweiser. No, that's not it.
All been in films. That's potential.
No.
Because, well, I know Gene Simmons and Dee Snider and David Bowie have all been in film.
No.
Oh, no.
Panties is not right.
Yeah, Pantera, I don't think it's been in films. Makeup, that's a good guess.
No. Tell me when you give, and then we'll let Krellbauer try to guess it. Okay, let's do this. We'll go another 30 seconds. Can you guys? I'm watching it on the clock, so we got 30 seconds, and I'll tell you when it's up. Any more? Get lipsticks? Not it. Makeup? No. That has nothing to do with makeup. It has to do with.
How'd you read this one?
Here's a hint.
No.
Animation. There is animation involved.
Animation involved, yes.
There is animation involved.
I just gave you another hint if you were paying attention.
All had a member killed. Joe Hervey says the answer is they've all had a member killed. No, that is not the answer.
Here we go.
You got a few.
Not the Simpsons.
Hair transplant. Nope. They've all been on the Simpsons. Nope. Simpsons. Nope.
1. I'm joking.
Everybody on that list, we'll go back through.
It is not South Park.
Everybody,
it's not heavy metal.
Pantera, Gene Simmons, Johnny Depp, Davy Jones, Sebastian Bach, and Dee Snider have all been on
SpongeBob.
They've all been on SpongeBob SquarePants, either as an animated character or as a musical interlude during the show. All of them have all been on SpongeBob.
All been on SpongeBob.
I had no idea.
No mug for you. Beat ya.
Good try. Maybe next week.
Next week.
We'll come up with another game and give away.
Bill Mosley says the answer is they've all been on drugs or they've been on SpongeBob. It was a 50-50.
Well,
good answer, bro. Oh, Krellbar said you were supposed to give me a try. Oh, well, you'll live.
Guitar
Band-Aid on it.
That we need to attend to, which involves this right here. You know what that is?
This and this right here.
This and this. We have a couple things we need to attend to.
Brand new cigar cutter.
And an awesome Arizona evening.
Listen to the coyotes.
Listening to the coyotes cry. And
well, I'm going back down to the strip. I'm gonna go play some more blackjack at my favorite casino and win my $35 back, and then hopefully more on top.
Everybody, thanks
everybody. Sorry, I apologize again for the little technical issues. I hope it didn't mess the show up too bad, but we're winging it. We're seated the pants in it.
Exactly.
Like I was in the helicopter today.
Thanks, Zach. Thank you for that.
Everybody, thank you all for coming and hanging out with us tonight. Thanks for putting up with the technical difficulties there with us with Brian. Hotel internet is shoddy at best, and but no, we love all you guys. Terry, Mark, JJ, Joe Hervey, Lars, Zach, Krellbar, Gary, Chicken Guitars, Mozzie, all you guys that have Phil Mosley. Thank all you guys for coming out and hanging out with us this evening. Tone King. Look at that. Tone King in the chat. Tone King. There you go. One for you. One of these bad boys right in.
Tone King.
That's amazing to have Tone King on. Hey, Tone King, what's up, buddy? We're having a little trouble tonight, but we're winging it tonight. But we're having fun anyway, right?
Bobby Lopez, Mark Taylor.
Throw one of these up for the Tone King. One of these bad boys right there.
Bill Palmer. Hey, that's okay, Tone King. Hey, and anytime you're out this way, Tone King, hit me up, man. We'll definitely get some hanging out done. Like this guy right here, and like that guy right there.
Thanks for coming on, Hack.
So, Hack, thanks for being here, buddy.
No worries.
Back to the regular format next Wednesday night.
Yes.
We'll have all the. So he's got a stack of LPD pedals over there, Lawrence Petros pedals to go through. So we'll have something to talk about with those and some more adventures from the rest of this week, because Hack doesn't go back till tomorrow, and I got a couple more days, so we'll fill you in on what happens, and we'll have more music news and fun bits and stuff next week for you.
I can say real quick, so folks, there's no Hack show tomorrow because I'm going to be transporting home. There will be a Hack show Sunday afternoon, 1:00 with a special guest, so check that out. And thank you all for tuning in. You guys rock. Support these guys. They're awesome. If I'm pointing the right way. Buy their merch. I bought my shirt today. Good stuff. I bought this shirt. This shirt rocks.
Thanks, buddy.
I know where it is, man.
I want to say hello, Mrs. Hack, and hello, Mrs. DR Guitars. Thanks for taking care of us the other night. It was nice to get to meet you and like your place. So thanks for all the live wires joining in. Hope you enjoyed the show, and we're going to wrap this bad boy up. I'm going to go back out on the town.
Dude, go get you some dinner later. Guys, thank you all. Have an awesome rest of your week. Have an even better weekend. Rock on, rock out, tune in, rip it out, and if you can't be good, at least be good at it.
Later, guitar dudes and dudettes.